we are off to the races. Man, late night leg day. It is officially 9:04 p.m. and we're about to kill this. It is a new program and I took a little peek at it this time. We got C-walk stiff leg deadlifts on the menu for tonight. So it is gonna be one heck of a workout. But that being said, I have not trained this late in a long time, so I'm looking forward to kind of having an empty gym just for the leg destruction. So gonna be, you know, not going super hard because we want to look out for my lower back, but hard enough to where we'll, you know, at least partially obliterate the hamstrings mainly, because we know we got to build those up. I was looking at a few pictures of me with hitting a side chest pose, and it's just they're not where I need them to be. So I ran into one of my buddies at the gym yesterday, and he was like 160 because I was weighing myself. He noticed that I was weighing myself, so he was, you know, he kind of made that joke, but you know, we chopped it up for a little bit, and he finally asked me, he was like, what's your end goal? What's your end weight that you want to get to? And I basically just told him the truth. I was like, I don't really have an end weight numerically in mind. I just want to get as much muscle on as possible, and I want to do it in the healthiest way possible. So, you know, taking the right supplements that'll have the least amount of side effects. I'll just put it that way. But that being said, we are cooking with legs tonight. The only thing that isn't too abrasive is going to be the other exercises other than this C-walk stiff leg deadlift. So we might need to go a little bit lighter on that because, you know, it does a number on my lower back. You're basically doing 32 reps, toes in 8 reps, toes forward 8 reps, toes out 8 reps, wide stance 8 reps. So 32 reps total, but you're doing stiff leg deadlift the whole time. So it's going to be quite the lower back stabilizing movement, and that's all right. I mean, you know, we're here to destroy the legs, but we want to make sure that we're doing it in a very healthy way. So other than that, I think that's about it. I mean, I definitely want to work on the legs in my posing, because, you know, there's certain aspects of posing routines that come to me pretty easily, and then there are some that don't at all. And I would say the lower half portion, that's what I need to work on in terms of posing, because I can get into a vacuum pretty easily. I remember when I first did it, I think I was like a first year or second year at college, and one of my buddies was like, man, if you wanna compete with the big boys, because I was just getting into men's physique at this time, he was saying, man, you gotta know how to vacuum. I mean, that's one of the things that will make you stand out on stage. And I was like, what's that? And then we got into it, and it took me a very short amount of time. It only took me about a day or two to like really nail it down. But then there are other aspects where, you know, I touched on this in another video, where I push my hips way too far forward, and it takes away a lot of that definition from my upper thigh region around the hip complex, because you wanna really show off the conditioning on stage with that, and that's just something that I need to work on. It's just not one of my strong suits, to say the least. So that being said, we are here at the gym. Let's get into it. All right, we kicking it off right. Full stack cable glute pinch on this late night leg day. So it's Yeah, we got a giant set going. Cable glute pinch, inner thigh machine, leg extension. Not much else to say. Freaking get to it. Alright, inner thighs. Time to build some width with these legs. This is it's freaking heavy too. Did 20 to 12 about a week ago. So we're gonna try 230 for 9. That should be doable, but we're nearing full stack, so quite happy with the results as of late. Alright, we are amidst the last set of leg extensions, and oh man, finally, so they fixed this pretty quick, the adjusting, that's for the foot pad, so we're at the right height for that. Now it's time to just freaking see what we can, just see what we're made of as of this week. So that being said, we got 9 reps. See y'all on the other side. No. No. All right, man. We are at the precipice of, or is that the right word? The end of legs. Man, this has been a wild one. I didn't film it, but we had leg curls and calf raises along with this giant set. So we're getting into our last set of C-walk stiff leg deadlifts, and man, I am my hamstrings especially are feeling it, and I'm trying to do this thing where, you know, my right hamstring much stronger than my left, but I'm trying to pull the weight like a lot more with my left than my right, because I even noticed it in my poses. My right hamstring just has a little more fullness. So that being said, this has been a good late night leg day. So I'm ready to wrap it up, get some posing in, some cardio, and we'll call it a day. But first, let's go freaking nuts with this C-walk stiff leg deadlift, 5th set. Oh my God. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, and others, that is freaking wrap. Alright. Successful leg day. Let's see how we're all looking now. All right, successful leg day, to say the least. Hamstring dominant as it's been for the past few weeks, but it's all good. We need to definitely bring up our hamstrings. So once you get down to those, lower single digit body fat, it's you got to make sure that the meat is actually there, so that when you get the conditioning involved, it'll look full yet shredded at the same time. So that's the goal. But I'll see y'all tomorrow for good old-fashioned chest day.